At university, students are expected to read and keep up to date with information, which we call literature review. Same as when a student is doing a research project, they have to keep up to date with the information before they do any data collection. They have to know what already has been done in the field. And in that way, students need to know how to work on the university databases, that is the library databases, where they get information from. It doesn't matter whether someone is an undergraduate student or a postgraduate student. And today, that is why I have invited our librarian within the School of Built Environment and Development Studies, who helps staff, that is academics, as well as students, with using the university library databases. Please welcome our librarian, Nontobeko Sikhosana, who will tell you more about her work. My name is Fikile Pindile Shangasi, by the way. Please, Nontobeko, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Nontobeko Sikhosana. I'm a subject librarian here at UKZN, Howard College campus. I look after the School of Built Environment and Development Studies, and I've got other two subjects on the side, English Studies and French. But today,
yes, we've invited
yeah,
you.
I've been invited by the school. So.
Yeah, Nontobeko, can you tell us about your role with regard to supporting students?
Okay, my role is to support teaching and learning. In terms of students, I help them with training them to basic searching skills for undergraduate students, and then more advanced skills for postgraduate students and academics and the university as a whole. I also help with, I train them on how to use the library page, which is iCatalog, to search or to find information. Train them to use different databases in order to find more information. And then I also help with referencing. For postgraduate students, I train them how to use EndNote as a referencing tool.
Yeah, and tell me, why do you have different databases?
We've got different databases because researchers publish in different databases. So sometimes you find that a journal article that you cannot find on EBSCOhost will be available on another database. So the university subscribes in many databases as a result. And another thing is we've got different disciplines, different communities. So each community or all the disciplines need databases that are related to their fields or to their research or their studies.
Oh, so now it means that since databases have their own names, they are also linked to various subjects and things. And tell us, since the university subscribes to different databases, does it get charged? Does the university pay a fee for that?
Yes, the university pays for all the databases that we subscribe to. And that's why we always encourage students to use these databases, because they are being paid for and their fees are paying for these databases. So when we teach them to use these databases, we also encourage them to use them. They are very useful. In these databases, you don't only find articles, you find books, book chapters,
Oh, so
different
it means
sources.
that if the databases are not used, yes, they're being paid for. So we are losing
It's a
in
loss.
terms of finances in that way.
It's a loss for the university, and the students are not gaining anything from not using the databases, because they won't access peer-reviewed articles, the ones that they are supposed to be using. We find that in some cases, a student at honors level will come to the library, and you find that that person doesn't have a clue on how to access articles or on how to use databases. That person doesn't have information skills. And when you ask them, how did you survive? How did you pass your undergrad? And they'll tell you that they used Google.
Oh dear, so that would be a postgraduate student?
That would be a postgraduate student who's only realizing at postgraduate level that there are other ways, other means of finding peer-reviewed articles that will be useful to their study besides using Google.
Yeah, what do you think is the reason for them not to have used any of the databases as undergraduates?
I think for some students, they don't come to the library training sessions. We organize library training sessions at the beginning of every semester. We liaise with academics. We teach different disciplines, and some of the students don't come to those trainings. And there's also general library user education, where we announce that there is a program that we have designed. Each campus has their own program, so we designed the program for our library. That maybe for 2 weeks we are offering library training to users. So what we've done at Howard is that on the first week we provide basic training for our students. So we announce we have 2 sessions per day, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, and then we announce every day for that week, for those 2 weeks, that we've got training, and we specify what we are training on that day.
Yeah, how do you announce? Where do you put up the announcement?
We've got a PA system. We announce using the PA system in the library. So all the students that will be inside the library will hear the announcement. Number 2, we have we do a display in the entrance, and we place it by the entrance of the library, where we put updates and the types of training that will be offered on those dates, so the students sign up for the training that they want to do. Yeah.
And how else do you advertise for anyone? I mean, someone who doesn't come to the library at all. How do you advertise the trainings?
Every subject librarian has a lib guide. A lib guide is it's like a mini website where that is it's done by subject librarians for their students. So I also have a lib guide for our school, the School of Built Environment. So I'll put up notices on the lib guide, so that whenever the students go to the website for whatever they want to do, they'll see the notice that the library is offering training, and the dates and the types of training that will be offered. And on the second week, we offer advanced training. And then we also specify the different databases that we will cover on that week. And another thing, there's Mastering Masters. It's for researchers and postgraduate students. We do it every year to support our students. And we've got different programs as well that we offer. Even if it's not one of my colleagues or me who will be conducting those programs, we work closely with ICS. For example, on a few weeks back, we had SPSS training. So we are working closely with a colleague from ICS who was training students on how to use SPSS. And tomorrow there's an in vivo training. So for those types of trainings that needs, I don't know, someone from outside the library,
yeah, someone with an expertise.
who can, yes, we find that person.
Oh, yes. And
as long as we can deliver to the students.
Tell me more about the LibGuide. If a student, for instance, access the library web page, does the announcement just pop up? Or do they have to click on the LibGuide link?
They have to click on the LibGuide.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And then they'll see the announcement.
Oh, anyway, we're still going to have a practical session with Nondobego, and she'll show us how to access all these databases and the LibGuide as well.
Oh, and we also advertise on the university notices.
University
Yes,
notices.
I forgot to mention that.
Oh, yeah, that's important. And now, since the university databases are on the website, so they include some form of technology, isn't it?
Yes.
And what sort of skills do students need to have in order, technology skills, do students need to have in order to access those databases or to be able to navigate the databases? Do they need any special technology skills since it's an online, part of the online system?
No, they don't need any special skills. They need basic computer skills and they need information skills. But we teach students information skills because with information skills, they be able to evaluate and compare information that they find from other databases. And they'll be able to access, they'll be able to know how to access information and compare and see what they need and what they don't need. And
yeah, and now during orientation week, right, for new students, do you go there during orientation to let students know what is, what you have within the library online system?
Yes, the library has been featured on the program for orientation day. So usually my line manager go to that program. I think I've only been there once, but my line manager attends the orientation function, if I may put it that way. And then from there, what we do as librarians, there are tutors, or I don't know what they are.
Tutors, yes, and the academic development officers.
Yes, which have students allocated to them. They bring those students to the library.
Oh, yes.
And then we show them everything they need to know about the library. We take them to different floors and show them what's available for them to use. And also we do a display that has all our pictures and the subjects that we look after. So that for new students, if they come to the library and they need help, they'll be able to identify which subject librarian is responsible for their subjects. So we try to make it easier for them.
Oh, yeah. And tell me, how do students get hold of you? I mean, if they're not on campus?
If they're not on campus, they can call the office. They can email me. And, this year I was writing a blog about what's up a librarian. So I was just thinking, for now, it's just a thought that maybe I can try it out and see if it works for my school.
Oh, yes.
So I'll have to have a number and a device for them to access me via WhatsApp. And then we'll see from there if it works or not.
Yeah.
And then maybe if my line manager is happy about it, maybe we can all do it. But then I'm thinking that for some students, for students, they always have their phones in their hands.
Yes, of course.
It's easy. It will be easier for them to communicate via WhatsApp. And what gave me a thought is that most of the time when I'm doing my trainings and then I give them my contact details, they will always ask for my cell number.
Oh, yes.
And then if I say, what are you going to do with my cell number? No, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to send you a WhatsApp message.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I thought maybe if I could do something like that.
Yeah, those are the beauty of using technology.
Yes.
Then you're accessible to the students. And you think you will be able to manage the queries via WhatsApp.
That's what I want to see. If it's manageable or not, and to see the challenges of using the WhatsApp.
Yes.
And the time that I will need to focus on those on WhatsApp queries, because it will take extra time from what I'm already doing. Yeah, I have to attend email queries, telephone queries, one-on-one consultants, and this WhatsApp thing.
Oh, yes.
So
yes, it's better. At least you can monitor and evaluate.
And see if it's going to work or not.
And now the last question. As a librarian, what do you think is a major is a major issue with regard to access to information or to the databases, by the students, from what you have seen or from your own experience?
I think the issue will be for the students to attend trainings. And then after attending trainings, they must go back and practice and use them so that they can see where they are going wrong. Because some of them, they give up. Last week, I had a master's student from architecture who was struggling with EndNote. So when I said, all this time, I think he's doing his second year. And I said, all this time you've been struggling with EndNote and you never came to me. And he said, no, I did come to you. I attended one of your sessions and then I came to you this one time. But then I still struggled. Then I gave up. Now that he's supposed to be submitting tomorrow, I think it's on Friday. Yeah. Now that it's close to submitting, he needs to sort out his referencing. So I just thought that, if they could practice and don't give up. If they struggle, they must come back. Some of them, they fear of coming back all the time. They think, oh, this lady will think maybe I'm dumb, or maybe I don't know what they think. But even when I'm doing training, I always tell them that you can even come 20 times. I don't care, as long as you are coming. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you've heard that technology needs to be practiced. Once you attend the session, go and practice, work on it. When you do your work, you must apply the use of databases, the use of referencing, and do not wait until the last minute. Yes, and then with regard to, accessing updated information, what can you advise, or is the importance of using the databases?
The databases have been updated all the time. That's why we as librarians are trained every year for almost half of the databases, so that when there are new updates or new information has been published, we will know that something's changed, there's something new, and then we pass it on to our users.
Oh, yeah. Yes, because us as lecturers as well expect that students present the most recent information, not the information that was collected, the data or, publications that were published about 10, 15 years ago. We expect updated publications so that we will know that, we're working on current issues and tackling, Thank you. So now we're going to the practical session with Nontobeko, where she'll show us how to use the databases. Stay tuned.